What is up, everybody? You got Mark here, you got Doug and Matt on the call. What is going on, guys? Welcome. How's everybody doing?
Hey, yeah, man. Happy hump day, man.
Yeah.
Made it through the week. Michael, what's up? Who's getting a MetaZoo tattoo? Michael's getting a MetaZoo tattoo for sure, dude. That's going to be what he's rolling. No, I don't know.
Are you? Fantastic.
No. But yeah, guys, made it through the week. It's been a fun week, a quick week so far. I think it's flown by. There's not been many drops. We all got on the power wagon. We felt the power wagon, the power of that. And,
man.
Been chilling.
Steven, what's good, man?
The Miami F1 race is coming up, guys, so keep an eye out for that. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think people are going to have a lot of fun with that one. So I stumbled upon some posters, so I might have bought those. Steven, what's up from Bigfoot Central? What's going on? Congrats on the TV
National Geographic.
National Geographic. How cool. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. I don't even know if does Nat Geo on like Fubo? I think that I don't know what I get. One of those.
Nat Geo Disney Plus. Nat Geo Disney Plus.
It's Disney Plus, yeah. Sure is.
See, Disney Plus is one I don't. Right? Yeah.
Hit Mark right there.
Can you tell you know what, kids, Mark? The Disney Plus, you got me.
Hey, Mark, why don't you call up the posters you bought real quick? Because they are limited.
Sharp looking.
They're really cool looking. Got that cool Miami vibe, like that Miami Vice.
Yeah.
That one. So the ones I like, literally,
these
the one in the middle. Yeah, they're really great looking. I mean, they are $165 and the other two are $55. So you buy all three, you're into it for $165. Mark, you said free shipping, unframed, but you probably go to Michael's, get yourself a frame if you want. These are normal poster size.
Yeah.
I like them. I think they look cool. They're limited. Look, F1 needs to take off in the United States in order for it to be cool. But they have 3 races next year. I think it's actually just kind of a cool thing to hang. I mean, I might just get it, hang it, one back here somewhere or whatever. I don't know. World's your oyster, Mark. They look cool. None Ferrari, though. No Ferrari for me. No Red Bull. So,
I wish
Ferrari
it would have been
from 1990.
Yeah, I wish it would have been, Ferrari and Red Bull and these. But I do like the generic Miami one, this one on the right. This one's out of 2000 or whatever. But it just has Crypto.com, Miami Grand Prix. So it's the first Miami Grand Prix. It's the first one, has the year. I mean, this is just so, like, Miami Vice over the top, like, the first year for the Miami race, so maybe if it takes off in the U.S., I think people would really like this, and I think people just like the Miami vibe, like, they're gonna want to hang that, I like it. I think that looks cool. I think was it the Miami Heat like alternate jerseys? Like those are some of the coolest ones. So
yeah.
It does have a cool vibe, man,
and it's the first vibe. It's the first Miami race, so there you go. So.
That's Mark's art breakdown.
So you might see that hanging in the background soon. Like, I have no idea when they ship this shit. I have no idea.
Speaking of Funko, before we jump into the Funko today, I am waiting to hear. Again, I talked about it on Monday's show, and I'm going to talk about it again. Waiting to hear on one of my DROPPP, my big boys, my Funko big boys. Now, I got to be honest. Like, I'm normally very chill customer service. I'm very chill with customer service. Like, I understand your job sucks. Deal with a lot of crazy people. I give you the benefit of the doubt until this lady responded to me today, literally said to me, "Let me explain to you what's going on here." And I was like, "Oh, motherfucker!" Like at first, that was the first line, and I was like, "This shit's gonna go poorly for you because unless you actually explain what the hell's going on here," and I didn't literally tell you this earlier in any email, it's gonna go well. No, it's like, let me explain to you what's going on here. So the item was shipped, obviously using FedEx bullshit, where they drop it off at the post office for you. Anyway, it gets stopped in the Buffalo post office. We talked about that on Monday's show, and it's been there since March 28th, okay? So March 28th, and so we're sitting here. I get the email. She's like, let me explain to you what's going on here. We dropped this through FedEx. Then they have to drop it to the United States Postal Service. Then you're going to get an updated tracking from them. Then it'll come here. 14 business days isn't out of the question. And if you don't hear from us, and I think she said this is what kind of got me, got my brain going. She said if you don't hear from the post office or FedEx by April 22nd, reach out to us. I got this email today, April 22nd, 5 days ago, right? She's like, let me explain to you what's going on here. This isn't uncommon. Bullshit. I ship a lot of stuff in my life. Like, I know how these things work. And when something gets stuck at the post office, it's very clear that the tracking just shows it stopped. The Buffalo, New York fucking post office. I don't live anywhere near Buffalo, New York. Wrong. The East Coast, we're in the Midwest. I mean, that's not even coming close to us. Anyway.
No, you're like by Toronto. You're like off really the coast by then. I mean,
Right. It really kind of pissed me off a little bit where they were like, where she's like, let me explain to you what's going on here. As if I couldn't look at the tracking and tell you in the previous 2 messages to you that I saw Lost in Buffalo, New York.
Look, I know you don't understand how tracking works, so let me explain to you what tracking numbers mean. Let me break it down.
That's the thing. It's like, I know you probably can't comprehend.
Excuse me, Douglas. Let me tell you about the post office, buddy. You know, we're coming.
Look, you have a tracking number there. The best part is she like, you type this tracking number into the USPS.com. It's like, you go fuck yourself. Like, listen here, lady.
Oh, that's how tracking
obviously know. So, I just thought, thank you. It's like, fuck off. You know it's not updating. We can all see it's been there since March 28th. Like, what the fuck do you want me to? It's now tomorrow's gonna be a month since it hit the Buffalo post office. Now, I don't feel like Buffalo's that slow. I mean, they're slow.
I think it just got stolen. I'm gonna say it's just gone. You're not gonna get it. Someone really liked the big boy. Saw it. They had the big boy labels. Like, this shit's gone. See you later.
How the fuck? Well, here's my thing then. And then what the fuck's the what do I get? Like, the thing is this is, I think, a royalty one. So the last one I have out of all mine that I got is this royalty one that's just off in the ether somewhere. What are they going to do for me to make it right? Like, do they have another floating around? I hope so.
No.
Theoretically, they should keep some aside for customer service. They can't refund me because I didn't pay them anything.
It's true.
That's very well, Doug. This is a loophole. They can kind of tell you fuck off. Like, what are they insured?
That's what I'm saying.
Is there some sort of basic insurance that you get from the post office or something?
I don't know if through FedEx garbage post. Probably not. I mean, I don't know what you use FedEx shit post because FedEx shit post is terrible. Like, I can't imagine what insurance they get for it.
Because maybe whatever they $50 insurance claim, and there you go. That's what you get. You know.
Well, fuck them. That's more than $50.
Yeah, that's a lot more than $50. So that's you know. Doug, call the Postmaster General.
Let's go to the Funko, Mark. Let's light this candle. Let's light this show.
Oh, we start with Funko? Sure. Let's go. Sorry, I got a little off. I was looking at our giveaway, guys. Especially, take a look if you want to bid, be on the show. Here is the auction. Check it out. Okay, let's go to Funkos. Let's do it. Let's take a look. So we have this latest drop.
The big takeaway here, gang, is DC and Funko. Now, gonna take a look at the physicals first, Mark. I think that's the way to go before you just jump through the set. Let's just take a look at what your goals are, right? Like, who are we shooting for? And
this is Thursday Thursday, guys. So 1 p.m.
1 week from tomorrow, or tomorrow?
1 week from tomorrow, May 5th.
1 week from tomorrow. Yep.
Cinco de Mayo.
So next is, here we go. A celebration. Here we go, gang. Here's what we're looking at. We got a Batman Rebirth Grail, who's going to be the interesting one. 999. He hasn't changed too much. But Mark, I want to take a look at the legendary cats real quick. Now, when we click on these 2050 available, not a significant difference in the available number from a bunch of the other sets, right? I think Big Boy was 19 something if you wanted, or something close to it. Here's the thing. We're going to see a major difference in the number of redemptions.
Absolutely.
I think that's where you're going to see the change. And I believe these are four legendaries?
4 legendaries, 1 Grail, and then obviously the 1 royalty set.
Yeah.
And
I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought when we were looking at the Funko site like last week, it had Catwoman on there. Was I wrong? I'm almost positive it did.
I don't believe
She's
so.
the only one, Matt. She's the only one in the corner we didn't see what color tag was above
Right,
her
but
name.
it was there, was it not?
That was there. Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Ended up not being a physical. She's probably something else.
I'd have to review the footage. I don't remember, to be honest. I'd have to look.
It's just a picture. Yeah, it was the one they posted on their Twitter. Anyway, we do have the Batman Rebirth, Matt. Like you said, that is from a graphic novel, correct? That is the
it's an arc.
So
series.
This is the current story, right? The Rebirth story, Matt. Is that right? Am I wrong? Sorry.
No, yeah, you're right.
Okay, go ahead.
So go to
sorry,
Batman.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Go.
No, you're fine. Let's check this out. Let's do a little deep digging. This is something I like to do. Call it digging deep. Okay, Doug digs deep. Yeah, 3Ds.
Triple Ds.
This is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, who doesn't love them triple Ds? Now, Mark, let's go to eBay now, real quick. Just do Batman Rebirth. Let's take a look. What type of graphic novel? What's going on?
Let's bing it.
Bing it first.
Just Batman Rebirth, or what do you want me to bing it first?
Do Batman Rebirth. Do Batman Rebirth. Let's take a look at what markets are for things like.
Oh, whoops! Batman
Rebirth. What the hell are we? Here we go. All right, Mark, go to Souls. Let's take a look at where the money's at. What's going on? What are people into? We'll get there. We are. All right, Mark, sort that load high. But guys, I'll already tell you right now, over, what does it say, 1,600 or 1,800? My eyes are old.
Over 1,600. I'm zooming in for you. 1,600.
Perfect. Over 1,600 in the past 90 days. That's a big deal. Now, Mark, go from high to low. What's going on? Who's making the money? What do we have to do for it? All right, so let's take a look. People are getting Wonder Woman Rebirth. Looks great. Rebirth line. So let's take a look. Let's keep going. Batman, Michael Terry. Here we go. So this is the Rebirth. Somebody's getting it graded.
9.8. That seems really high. No.
But it absolutely is.
That's gem mint.
You're not going to see. I heard 10s are super rare.
They are. They exist. I got a couple 9.8s. Couple 9.8s.
So signed by Robin. Okay, fine, perfect. Here's the thing, though, gang. There's a little market here. We see 1,800 products being moved, so there is room for a toy to be added to this. This isn't some small niche thing, Matt, where you're not going to see a ton of people interested. They moved 1,800 products in 90 days. Throw another 1,000. Batman Grails in there. There's going to be people for that. I think there's a market here for that easily. It's not some kind of, they're just throwing it in here hoping somebody buys it. No, there's a market here. This is okay to me. This is fine. And it's not oversaturated. This doesn't feel oversaturated. Mark, if you don't mind going to current listings, getting rid of the solds. But we see here, guys, 1,600 sales in 90 days. Not bad at all. Mark, let's check out the currently listed. And there are 10,000. Okay. Wow. A bit of a concern, man. My shit's going to get lost in the wash.
It may.
10,000 results.
Well, some of that is just because there's so many. It's not like there's one Batman Rebirth comic. Like, it's a series. It's a storyline. So there are a lot of books that encompass the storyline. So there's going to be a lot of different comics, a lot of different variants. Like, there's a lot that goes along with it. And I think that's why they chose that for the Funko, is because that was so popular. But
yeah,
I mean, your skepticism.
1,600 sales of over 10,000 listings does not make me feel comfortable. I throw 2,000 on. That's not even going to be a drop in the bucket for these people. Oh, it's good. Only Fantasy Cards, man. What's going on?
There's all these crossovers, though. When you do Batman, you pull over so many that aren't necessarily Batman type things. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
These are things to look at. People searching Batman Rebirth, and you're just a Batman Rebirth fan. You don't know about these Funkos. What are the odds my Funko's going to pop up and you're going to see it? I don't know. I don't feel great. I don't say 100% you're going to see it because all this shit's going to overwhelm you. Mm-hmm. Mark, go to the next. Who's the next physical? But that's my thought on Batman. That's a little populated.
Right. Another nickname Matt had in high school, the Eradicator.
Correct.
Stay out of his way.
All right, man. Hey.
This is the one that I'm going to target. This one. This is the one that I want.
You like the Eradicator? Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you go to eBay? Let's check it out. Do Superman the Eradicator, because I think people will put Superman and the Eradicator in the title because that's keyword spam. Plus, it kind of leads people to what it is. So go to eBay, Mark. What's happening? Oh, the Eradicator. Yeah. There you go. Why not? And then do Superman as well. Make sure that's all caps so they know you're really interested.
Yeah. Put it.
Oh, look, here you go. Someone's like, I'm gonna fucking get one. All right.
I already got it. I'm going for it. Give me $400. I'll find you.
Okay. Superman. Do I do Superman the Eradicator, or do I leave Superman out of DC Comics?
They're two separate characters, but
DC but I think you would lead people to.
Yeah, I agree with Doug. If you're listing this, let's say you have the physical, like you're gonna want to put both on there just to.
Okay.
Right, you're gonna lead people to that. Yeah, exactly right. Because it's got the Superman logo at the top. He's a character in that universe.
Okay, 103.
Now, Mark, I don't mind this yet. Now let's go to solds. What are we looking at?
29.
All right. 30. So, Mark, we're talking a 30% turnover in 90 days. Does not concern me at all. Most of them are these bullshit action figures. Mark, scroll back up. Go back up. You got it real excited. Go all the way up. Oh, we don't need comics. Let's take a look at these action figures. All right. Now, Matt, here are some action figures. Let's take a look. $70 minimum for these. They're not limited to $9.99. These are just some bullshit action figures. So let me ask you this, Matt. Does that make you feel better or worse about this? Because I think there's an answer hidden here.
Me personally, I feel better.
Anybody looking to invest, I feel great about it. Look, they have action figures, which I would say is pretty congruent to what a Funko Pop is, right? People want the plastic, want to be able to display it. Funko Pops are great display pieces, and boom, Matt, you're right on. The Eradicator seems to be the pick so far out of the two we've seen, and that's even better than the Grail, Matt. I find this to be better than the Grail.
Mark, get that Mother's Day coupon while you're up there. Click that Mother's Day coupon.
You want me to get the coupon? I will. Oh, you know what? Should do. You know what, guys? We should run with an ad blocker, so we. But whatever, we're nice. Free ads for everybody. Okay.
Going off of something we've talked about before, Doug, you've mentioned, and we've all mentioned, is that like some of the appeal of some of these Funkos is that it's the first one of its kind. Like we talked about that with Bluto. we talked about that with some of the other ones. Like, to my knowledge, this is going to be the first Eradicator Funko Pop. So like,
absolutely.
That's one of the main reasons why this is the one that I'm targeting, because it's the first of its kind. It's unique, and I think a lot of people are going to be kind of curious what it is. Then just going off of the eBay sales of stuff we're looking at right now, like an action figure that probably is not that limited, selling for $70. Like, what's not?
Yes, that's the thing, gang. Matt, that's a fantastic point. You look at the parallels. Like, anything you find best parallel to it. I mean, ignore that idiot who's on at 400 who doesn't know if he's going to get it or not.
Right here,
it's going to make everybody wait about 6 months.
Several.
But look at these action figures, right, Mark? So at least $72 on those. Now, obviously, do I believe these are going to be on at $72 at any point on wax? I do not. I think these things are going to take off right away, Matt. This is going to be a Devastator level takeoff early, and I think it's just going to keep floating. It's going to be more along the lines probably of an Ember McLean than an erratic, or than like a Rumble or a Devastator or anything like that comes back to Earth. I don't think it's coming back.
No, the Devastator. The Devastator is what I was going to compare it to, which is exactly right. I think there may be like an initial entry level point when they first dropped. Because I remember when Transformers first dropped, like Devastator was like surprisingly low for like the first like couple hours.
The lowest for the first few hours, yeah. So that's why, gang, be ready. Buy that first hour to let the people who are going to just dump all their shit, try to recoup their pack money, and not know who the Eradicator is, didn't do this deep dive, get into it. This Eradicator, to me, is something I like. And yeah, Ham, you're right. They always reuse.
They reuse a ton.
Always
of molds.
reuse.
Absolutely. Yep.
Like, something I find hilarious is the people who do the like custom Funkos. Like, they take a fucking Funko, dip it in like red paint. There's like a custom Funko Jordan. They take a Jordan and they just like dipped him in red paint and gave him like diamond eyes. That motherfucker looks nothing like Jordan once you dip him in red paint. It's like there's no Bulls jersey. It's just, it literally could be. You could be giving me anybody. And I'm like, oh, that's Jordan. That's MJ.
I got news for you. I got a Sean Kemp Funko Pop up there. Looks nothing like Sean Kemp. Looks nothing like
nothing like the Rayman. That's not. Yo, I'm gonna buy that Jordan, the $12 Jordan on Funko, the Funko website. Just buy it for myself. I think.
Let me see if I can grab it. One.
Oh, do it. Yeah. No. Oh, jeez. Some of these Funkos. Yeah. No. Doug, you should. We'll make a Funko of you. It'll be good.
We should a custom Doug Funko. Find somebody with a hat. We'll just spray it. It'll be fine. The Doug.
All right, Matt. So what do we got here?
Let me see. Well, it's autographed on the front, so I'm gonna pull it out.
It's autographed by Rayman, dude. You can get that. You can send that to PSA. Why didn't you send that to PSA?
Yeah. I don't know. Just thinking
I sent a group of them to PSA. You should have let me know. I had a bunch go to PSA. I would have been happy to include Rayman. I would have almost even have paid for it.
Well, no, it already is JSA.
No, man. I'm talking about get it slabbed up. Get it in that PSA.
Oh, in the box. Okay. Let me open this one up real carefully.
Guys, the Eradicator. There's been no Eradicator character on television. There hasn't been one in movies. So I don't know who you would get to sign it. Like, what would if you wanted to include it in something, who would your signature be from? I guess is what I'm asking. And I don't know that there's actually one of these guys at all that feels like there's one specific signature who fits them anyway, because there's been a bunch of Batmans, a bunch of Green Lanterns. Although we get to Green Lanterns, they specifically say who it is, so we might go to the comic book artist. Flash, things like that. But anyway, keep going. Mark, let's go to the next Batman. But the Eradicator we like. That's something we like. Now, Gotham by Gaslight. What the fuck, Matt? What am I looking at?
Gotham by Gaslight. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you.
All right, let's check eBay.
Doug, you want to see this? You want to see this, Sean Kemp? Tell me this looks like Sean Kemp to you.
Rayman, right? First thing I saw, Rayman. Dude, that face looks more like Cav's Rayman. He gained a little bit of weight.
He's like 40 pounds overweight.
That's Cav's Rayman. That's not Supersonics.
Yeah, that's not the Sean Kemp I remember.
Oh, Mark, okay. Gotham by Gaslight Figures. Let's check this out. Mark, go to sold 688 current. But Mark,
688 current. There's somebody bold already. Got it.
He believes in himself. Mark.
I will make this happen for $400. Don't you worry. Okay, here we go.
Yo, you give me $400, I'll find you a Funko Pop. Trust me, I'll get it for you as well. So here we go. Let's take a look at this now. It sure seems to be, Mark, that the figure pre-orders from this other company,
Mezco One,
doing fantastic. Yeah, $250. They're doing fantastic. There is a market for these. This is kind of cool. Now again, Matt with his Cavaliers, Sean Kemp, Miss Jersey.
Amen.
The thing is, though, is like with the two Batmans, is anybody feeling a little Batman out right now?
I was going to
my
say
Gaslight
that.
Certainly seems better than the Grail, though. Certainly seems better than the Grail to me. I like this one. I think there's a market for custom figures for this, higher end figures. If there's a higher end market for it, you'll probably find you can list your Funko a little higher because it kind of seems to have waded into a higher end toy. It just did. It's a higher end Batman. The Grail sucks so far. I'm gonna be honest, that looks like it sucks.
Yep.
Killer Panda, my man. Yeah, got your package today. Perfect.
Oh, what's up, guys? Yeah, what's up? Welcome. All right,
You're welcome.
Batman. So Batman will keep an eye on the Gaslight Batman. But yeah, Doug, I like it better than the Grail so far. So you got Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner.
Yep.
Rain Man. Oh, get
another Rain Man.
Rain Man. Oh, okay. Now you're speaking my language.
MetaZoo dude signing whatever. Let's just fucking let's get fucking Sean Kemp to sign that.
Yeah, like we were saying before, like there are different Green Lanterns. There's Hal Jordan. There's John Stewart. Like there's different story arcs with different Green Lanterns. So
let's go to Souls. Let's take a look. So wait, scroll up, Mark. He's from what? Scroll up. They say who that is. A Green Arrow from the Green Arrow timeline. So that's the CW show, correct?
That's just Arrow. Green Arrow is a different character.
Arrow's not Green Arrow.
I'm not sure. They mention it. Maybe it is Green Arrow. Arrow is the show. Green Arrow is the character. You're right. I'm sorry.
Who the fuck knows, man? This could be any damn thing. This could be. All right. Let's scroll down. Let's see if there's. Yeah, but let's see some figures, Mark. Let's take a look. Do they have any figures? There we go. Hal Jordan. Looks like a bunch. Looks like all the Green Lanterns.
And that's it.
Okay. I'm not seeing any figures. I'm seeing comics, which is fine. Which is 99. Okay. From 1997. Okay. Any Green Lantern movies in the works that are going to have Kyle Rayner in it, though? That's the question. Is he the next?
Well, so here's the thing: is that when the Zack Snyder version of the Justice League movie came out, like they were trying to expand to include a lot of other people in the Justice League. One of them was Green Lantern. I don't know if there are any plans to have a standalone Green Lantern movie. Who knows? And even if they do, it's probably going to be trash. DC can't put out anything not Batman related.
I don't think Green Lantern has the following to kind of do a movie. You know?
He may.
The fans seem very, very. I don't know how to say it, but they seem like dicks. They seem like dicks. They need this thing to be better than it actually can be.
Yeah.
I thought the one with Ryan Reynolds was fine, right? Wasn't he?
Oh, that was a trash movie. That was bad. That was real bad.
I thought it was fine. That's fine. It's flying an airplane.
So you guys saying this one? If we're ranking the, should we do a heat check of these? We can if we want. Okay, so this one's just okay, lukewarm on that one. So next one.
I'd say I'm cold. I'd say cold, Mark. I'd say lukewarm is a lie. You're lying. You're lying to the fans.
All right, in the cool waters of Lake Minnetonka. Okay, so now the Flash Rebirth.
What is he doing? He is just.
I like this NFT.
Looks like he's giving the ladies the jackrabbit here. Look at this. This is just. What is that?
How is Dave not the Flash every Halloween?
Do it again. I'm gonna watch it again.
All right, I'm cornering the market on these NFTs after the redemption. I want them all. Whoa! That's the best
welcome
NFT
to Pound Town.
Oh, jeez.
What the fuck is that? Did that get through? Well, speaking of legal troubles, did that get through legal? Was that like this?
I don't know. No. I don't know how that went.
Standards and practices. S&P was like this.
I wasn't like compare that like let's to the Flash. Come on, that's weak. You're doing nothing.
That's what the ladies used to call Matt in high school, the Flash. You know what I mean?
Bingo. Yeah.
Ready
for that exact reason.
Hang on tight, ladies. Done. You're welcome.
So yeah.
That is so stupid. That is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. That is, wow. That is, welcome to Pound Town. That's the number one NFT. Probably not the number one figure, but it's.
Yeah, Jackrabbit Dave for sure.
True story, Dave. Dave loves the Flash. The Flash is Dave's.
Can we have Dave dress up for the Flash for maybe the drop or something? Maybe the live buy along. I could have Dave come by.
Do you think?
Dave has Flash paraphernalia. I know this. Yeah, I know he has a Flash shirt.
All he needs is like
for his wedding, he had Flash socks. But
did he? Oh, I was there.
Ladies call him, man.
Okay.
You were.
Here's the thing, gang. You think they hired Dave for the motion capture Flash? Just do something flashy. Okay. Give it to him. Dude, this is so stupid. I don't even know what to say about that thing. Ow.
You don't like this at all? Okay. I think it's great.
Well,
I think it's
NFT
the best
cracks me
NFT
up.
yet. So I'm going to say that
This
NFT,
they've
I'm going
come
to
up
start
with,
buying
sure.
it after the redemption. So watch
At
out.
1,500 Flash Rebirth random items listed, Mark. There is some XM Studio stuff. So let's go to Soul.
Here it is. Got another dude. This is probably the same person.
Dude.
Obviously.
Same dude, just believing in himself, Mark.
And
he's betting
someone
on
will
him.
do it. I don't know. Here's a figurine.
Okay. Well, they sell. So what does it, Mark? Show up to the top. Number of solds. 426. Okay, that's fine. It isn't bad. Flash Rebirth doesn't. The Rebirth figures all seem to be doing okay. Like the secondary companies who are doing these Rebirth figures seem to be doing okay. They're probably, Matt, is a group of people who collect Rebirth stuff. You have to ask yourself, though, is there 2050? Are there over 2050 people willing to spend a lot of money on a Funko? Again, a Funko's kind of an interesting thing to add to your collection. Willing to pay up for the Flash. I'd rather buy that NFT, Mark, and just
watch on the loop.
No, I want to be the proud owner of about 100 of these after they drop. All right, you just wait.
How do we blink and it's over? That's what I'm saying, man. That's Hey, I think they were talking like, hey, man, how do we animate something just running fast? Some dude's like, I've never animated anything before, but I'm ready.
I got it. I'll take care of it. Say no more, fam.
Give it to Brad, dude. This is gonna be fine. Brad knows what he's doing.
Brad, just make it blurry, and there you go.
I came up with this. I think I'm gonna show him running past the camera. Oh man, yeah.
So, Doug, you want to rank these 1 through 6?
You know what? The one I'm most intrigued by is obviously what Matt said. It's going to be the Eradicator. You find that most intriguing, followed by to his right the Gaslight Batman, Gotham by Gaslight. Those would be your top two. Then you kind of just shuffle them up.
Probably the Grail because there's just so many less, right?
Yeah, and then Rebirth. Look, Rebirth is interesting, and the same thing. That's probably why I'd go Flash Rebirth right after that. Follow that up, guys, by Green Lantern. But the thing is, the royalty thing's cool. It's just how many end up getting. I think the royalty's cool. There are.
Did it say how big Did it say how big the set is? The royalty set?
Oh, Mark, click on how many royalties are available first. Let's click on that. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, how many royalties are available? Yes. There is 26,694.
And this is going to be sought after, man. I don't see this not being something that's.
Oh, and that's the old Batman costume too.
Yeah,
that's the original.
Adam West style, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Adam West can't sign it. R.I.P. man. R.I.P. Flash is my favorite character. Well, do you like that?
Only dirty. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh man,
the Green Lantern's standing on something. He's got a little pedestal.
I think it's like the Green Lantern.
It's flying. It's showing he's flying. The Jordan on their Funko website right now has that same stand. He's flying for his dunk.
That's his thing.
When the dunk contest. Yeah, they just have on.
Okay, so we talked through the physicals. So yeah. Okay, so anything else you guys want to say about the physicals? Because I want to kind of talk about the packs.
No, I don't want to say anything else about the physicals.
Okay, so guys, so they have 1.62% chance to pull a legendary, plus the 0.2% chance. So you have 1.82% chance to get a physical pop. So that's a little bit less. It's normally 2%. So why is that? Here we go. We have more packs. So they're going to do 25,250 standard and 25,250 premium. So how does that compare to the last one? Last one was 18,750. So they went up about a third, So it's just, 6,000 plus more packs is just going to be more for you to get. You might get through twice. Last time, I think we all got through once, right?
Or didn't get through it all. I didn't get through.
Some people went through zero. So I think we're all going to get through once, some twice, depending, if you could, score another location thing, use VPN or whatever, or different browsers actually work and all that. But whatever. You could get more than, one, but it's just kind of, they're going to limit you probably to $60. I would assume. I mean, and if they up this, maybe they might limit you to more. I doubt it, but that's probably what it's going to be. So that's what makes it different. But I do want to point out, so this is out of these legendaries, 2050. That is the largest. But let's just take a look at a couple. But it's going to be different. But let's just take a look. So for the Star Trek drop, their physicals were out of 1967. But But here's the catch. They weren't all redeemed because these are the Star Trek ones. These are one of the earlier ones. So, of the 1900, 1800 were redeemed? Let me just pull this up real quick. Pull up the redeemables. Let's pick one. Let's do not the royalty or the Spock. Let's do Scotty. So only 1800. So it didn't hit the 2000. I think all the others are around 1800 too, or the 1967. It didn't hit that point. They're all around 1800. So these new ones, because everybody knows about them, no one's really gonna mess around with these drops. These are gonna be at 2000, 2050. I mean, I think you're gonna probably have 50 people fuck it up. Sure, you'll be at 2000 right there. So 1800 to 2000, I mean, we're talking 10% more out there. So it's going to be the least rare out of all of these legendaries. So keep that in mind. It seems like the more fun drops were the earlier ones, but it's still that. And the most recent one that's going to come out, we're going to have all of these Popeyes come out. And keep an eye on this. This might be a good level, because Popeye was 1900. But there's only 3 of them, right? Actually, 2 of them. There were only 2 of them, but it was 1900. So, see how many of those 1900 get redeemed. I bet you it'll be around 1800. But man, I think this more recent one, it's going to be the full 2000 plus being redeemed. So that's going to be about 10% higher than your other drop. So just something to keep in mind. And it's going to be harder to get. So when it adds up, I was
going to ask you this.
Oh, what's up?
Before you go on about that, I was gonna ask you this: when you're going through and you're talking about like, oh, you think XYZ is gonna be higher redeemed than whatever, do you also take into account, Mark, that look, these rookies, I think you're gonna find more people just kind of searching for, trying to get and redeem, and some of the ones that maybe are, the guy's 5th, 4th, or 6th figure, 5th, 4th, or 6th figure, you're gonna be like, yo, I'm just gonna try to sell this. I'm gonna hold it till the end. Hopefully somebody buys it before the redemption happens. That type of thing. They don't care so much about getting like the 7th or 8th fucking Popeye or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that, absolutely, because I don't think they're gonna do it in order like this. Yeah, I guess this is out of like the coins created. There's only 1800 coins created, but that's not the number redeemed. Is that what you're saying? Like people just aren't gonna redeem it, or just gonna hold? Like
I would say with what's I'm going to find interesting. I think we all find interesting is that maybe the higher redemption numbers, so ones that actually get redeemed physically and don't have other plans for them, are going to be guys rookies. Like this is my first Scotty, or this is the first Scotty. Let's say, I don't know if it is or not, but let's pretend it's the first Scotty. I forgot we looked it up or not. The first Scotty will be heavily redeemed, whereas like, let's say it was Scotty number 7. Would you be like, fuck it, I'm gonna hold this token and see what the fuck happens? Because Scotty number 7 might not pop off.
Could I don't see these fluctuating too much. I mean, Doug, maybe in like the dozens or something like that. Maybe within 100. I just don't see it doing enough to really affect the market. I guess maybe, but I just don't see it being a large amount, possibly.
Okay. Enough.
And here's Klingon, 1800, 1820. And we'll see how many get redeemed. So that's the thing. It's gonna have this. Are gonna be 2 out of 2000, but you're doing DC Comics, so they're just a bigger name, right? So that's kind of the trade-off. So keep that in mind.
Mark, does it say how many cards are in the set for DC?
The total, I didn't, but we could look at Let's take a look. We could count.
I'm just kind of curious, since there's more packs, if they made the set bigger.
All right, here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 54. 69, 64, 69, 74, 79, 93, 108, 113, 114, 119, 124, 125, 126, 126. So that's what, 10 more than the last one?
Yeah.
Wasn't the last one like 112? So 14 more? Something like that?
Something like that.
126. Yeah. And 6 point. Okay, let's
Makes sense.
Yeah, and let's do these. I'll open these up side by side so we can kind of just go through these drops. Let's look at the last drop, just so you guys can see these odds, because everything's changed. So we should just pay attention to it. So show me the physicals first. 1.65 plus 0.27, so you're at 1.92% chance, right? Right?
Mark, just quickly before we even look at the percents, which I know you want to do real quick, 500 less of each legendary. 500 less of each legendary. That's a big deal. That's not none. You know what I mean, Matt? That's a huge jump in production. You're talking 33% jump. I don't know. To me, that almost seems like it's going to start snowballing from here, right? It's going to start snowballing. We're going to start seeing this type of thing, Mark, where they double the packs or add, 33% packs, 20% packs, 25, whatever the fuck they added for packs. You're going to see that and you're like, wow, everything's starting to kind of come down until it's just like their $12 Funkos they have on their website.
Yeah, and I'm a little concerned seeing that. I mean, you're for 500 less of each. Like, if the physical redeemables are that much easier to pull, or there are that many more in existence, I guess is the better way to put it. They can't maintain the value of the ones that have come before them when the ones before them are that much more rare. Like, I just don't see that happening. Like you said, I think eventually they're going to come down to a point where like these could be like $60 redeemables for all we know.
They can't. They should. And when they're getting that high, we're starting to question what's going on. But look, their grails are still at $9.99. So that's the thing they're trying to keep the value up of. Lounger said he grabbed a Scotty and a Kirk today to redeem. Here's the thing though. That's an older set. That's not a bad idea. You say it's FOMO, but I feel like these older sets will be the ones everybody's going to wish they had and going to be rallying around. Like whoever stole my big boy from the post office is going to be so happy. He's very pleased.
No, and I like the Kirk stuff. I like the Shatner stuff. I think he's a very collectible person himself, and Star Trek too, So.
Wait, Mark, go ahead. You were going to talk about the.
I was just talking about the odds. So the odds are different, So just keep in mind. So we have. Let's just go to the physicals real quick. Let's just start with the physicals. So 0.2. And 1.62, so 0.27 and 1.65. So we're all kind of changing a little bit. So you just got to keep in mind things are going to be harder to get. So these packs are what? Should be cheaper, Doug? Is that about right? I mean, if it's harder to redeem, right? Packs should be cheaper?
I would hope so.
Me too. But we'll see. People are crazy. Dude.
Doubt they will be. 100% doubt.
So let's look at the next thing. Epics. Epics, 6.4%.
Hi, Jeff. Thanks for stopping by.
8%. Later, Jeff. Peace, man. This Epic, 8%. So 1.6% is kind of a lot. So it's just something to keep in mind. These are changing. So these should be more expensive, probably, the Epics. I don't know. Maybe the set's bigger. It's a little different. I don't know what to say about that. You know what I mean? Like, these are just the pure NFTs. And this is something, I'm having a harder time grasping with just kind of what they're kind of doing, because there's more packs, there's more everything. You know what I mean?
One thing, Mark, we have to caution people against, and this whole thing you're talking about, and I think this can be very interesting. Is like you have to caution about trying to use direct correlations of math with a market of people who are fans of something. Like, just because there's more and more packs, harder to get, what the hell is going to happen? There's 500 more each legendary. We have to be careful, because you know what, guys? Like, one of the things that happens with collectors is they don't give a fuck. Once momentum starts, they start paying up for stupid shit for no reason. The math isn't working out, but they were doing it. Look at what happened to HRO early on. People were buying HRO shit for crazy numbers. It was limited to 100,000. Now it's crashing down, but for that, there was this madness. So pay attention. If you get these, there might be a madness early on, even for some of these, Mark, that are more common because of the packs. So just be ready, dude.
That's so good.
Flash. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh, whoa. Watch out, ladies. Watch out, ladies. Flash is in town, man. This is...
No, your point is correct, though, Doug. Like, at the end of the day, the people that are buying the physicals, like, I don't think they give shits about what they're numbered to. Like,
can't watch the Flash. I appreciate with the Flash, though. Also, Flash, man, not to cut you off, he's getting loose before he does it, because he knows limber. You're not pulling stuff while you're in there. You get in there. Welcome is basically the end of it.
Why is his head bobbing so fast when his legs aren't at the beginning? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Matt, don't question it. That's his technique.
Like, right there. Look at
his technique's a little different than your technique, Matt. That's
right? It's like his feet don't accelerate. It's just his head. It's so great.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of, Mark? When you were bench pressing and you were doing the Hulk Hogan?
Oh, yeah. No.
I hulked it up. He got it. And Mark got it, though. He got it.
You gotta hulk it up.
Well, it's because Michael Bolton was playing in the background.
Put an extra 10 pounds every time that,
Michael Bolton just button the bottom button
this Flash doesn't move. This Flash is weak.
I don't want that Flash. Get that Flash out of there. That's not the Flash I want. I want the Flash who's showing everybody what he does, how he gets it done out there.
Yeah. But just the odds are different, Doug. But yeah, it's a larger run, right? So it's just kind of that's going to change the odds. Sure. Absolutely. But if the momentum picks up, I don't think people give a shit. Just keep an idea on this. It's just going to be harder to hit these things that are actually worth more, right? So,
Mark, could you do me a favor, Mark, and scroll all the way down? I want to see that Batman Grail moving.
Which one?
I think we're missing something sneaky good here. Let's take a look. Oh, whoa. Go up. Batman. Just leave him. There you go. Give yourself a minute. Let's see what he's doing here.
He's dancing.
He starts a little bit of the...
Whoa. Spin kick.
He gives you a couple... This is so... Wow.
I played Double Dragon before. That's, hit both buttons at the same time. You'll just be doing that, knocking everybody all over the place.
Launcher asked a good question. Is the play more to hold the packs and watch a while? That's the thing. Literally, like, in a perfect world, you can sit and observe and move when you want. Problem being, with these, there is that risk when you up production and things like that, even with a rabid fan base, which, like I said, be careful with math and rabid fan bases because they don't always care about that stuff. There is that risk that you watch and hold and you see it going up, and then one day it just collapses on you because they all realize, holy shit, these packs, number one, aren't loaded. These packs are tough pulls. And really, I could just go buy a legendary that I want probably for less than the number of packs I have to purchase now. The odds win against you now. The odds are no longer in your favor, so it's smarter to buy the single redemption. Here's the thing, though, and I think it's important to note is like, look, when you're in it, obviously, like it's emotional. You buy right away. You're like, I gotta buy. I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like holding a while is the answer. I think watch the first few days and see what the hell happens because they will be capped by the value of the redemptions. They're going to be capped by that. You're not getting one in each pack, so people are going to pay you less than probably a redemption is. Just how it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, guys, quick tip for everybody. From us to them, this is a quick tip. Last packs, the loaded ones were the standard. Not guaranteed, but the way they've been doing this back and forth.
Guaranteed.
I'm not guaranteeing shit, but they go back and forth. You know what? The premium ones are going to be the ones that are probably going to be loaded this time. They do seem to be going back and forth for what's hot and what's not. So just pay attention to that.
Premiums are $30. So there you go. Get two. There's your $60.
Go.
Yeah, and that's gonna, guys. Really, we'll talk more about Funko next week, but we kind of went through it, so there you go. We don't have too much more to say about it now. We'll talk about it next week, and keep an eye out for it. I think you can make money if you pull the right card. If not, if you get stuck with a bunch of base in your packs, shit.
It's all right away.
Shit right there, man.
It happens, dude. So Doug, we want to talk just quick. MetaZoo updated their Kickstarter or changed their Kickstarter.
Yeah. So you know what, Mark? I saw that they're going with another producer for the poker cards. I did not invest in the poker cards. Surprise. I am not feeling like something that has $10 billion people backing it. No, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people were into it. So they went with Faded Spade. Faded Spades.
I don't know who that is. But okay. I agree. Partner of the World Poker Tour and MetaZoo, sure. Ultimately, Faded Spades offered us better options regarding quality when it came to hollow foiling and seeding these cards into each pack randomly. And they'll meet the June deadline. So that I thought was a big deal. I thought the deadline was kind of the biggest deal. But what do you guys think about this? I thought it was a fine change. They just kind of released it kind of sloppy maybe. I don't know.
Well, Mark, I only thing I would say is I feel like this is something maybe you should have hammered down before you start taking money for a Kickstarter and offering services. That's the only thing I'd say. They made the right moves to fill the orders. I mean, you can't fault them for that. If there's people who are only into USPCC or whatever the fuck that USPCC, yeah, sorry, bros. That's I don't know what to say to that. I don't. Personally, for me though, gang, this is a non-issue. I didn't invest, so I don't really care. But they did what they needed to do to get them filled. That seems fine to me. That doesn't seem like a problem. It's just ideally you'd like to have had that hammered down earlier.
Yeah, just words on a page for me. I don't.
Oh well, okay. I got one pack. Okay with this. I got one, and then I got the artist prints. So that's what I really wanted was the artist prints. I think those.
What
are
your thoughts, Mark? Are you bothered by that? Is that an issue?
I'm glad they're doing it to hit the deadline. I think that's kind of the thing. And I didn't buy a ton of these. I know some people did. So we kind of all came with this feeling that these weren't really worth much on the secondary market unless the game goes crazy years from now. This isn't something you're going to do right away because everyone's going to have a lot to sell. So you're doing it for either an artist print or an uncut sheet or something like that that has this kind of look cooler and more limited look to it. You know what I mean? So definitely like a different thing than these poker cards themselves, right? So the add-ons were better. So I don't care. I'm happy they're gonna get closer to deadline. I want my artist prints. You know what I mean? I don't even care. So,
like I said, I don't
care.
Like, dude, I don't care about these poker cards. I don't think they're going to resell for much. But there's chases, so people, if you're interested, it seems like they're going to hit your deadline. For me, if I was invested in it, I'd be fine with that. I think hitting the deadline is more important to me than whatever the hell.
Is there any irony that the only one of us that bought something was the person that got banned for doing absolutely nothing?
I love that, dude. I love that. I love that, like, Mark's like a fan, and it's just like, no, fuck you, get you out. You're gone, man.
Get out of here, Mark. We don't want you.
I was told I was going to buy the Wilderness box. I don't know if I am anymore. I don't know.
Take your sympathetic ass and get out of here, Mark.
I was a fan. I was the one that went to CrypticCon. I was down there. I had a good time.
I know, Mark. You're the fan.
I had a great time. I had a lot of fun. I thought they did a good job down there.
Mark, well, don't come back. How about that? How about this?
Yeah.
How about get the fuck out of here?
I thought they did a good job converting. Like you're down there with a bunch of people down there for a CryptidCon, and I bet you they converted a couple dozen people, which is a hard crowd to talk to. I mean, these people don't give a shit about trading cards.
Mark, take your positive comments and get them out of here.
Thanks for coming. Get the fuck out now. We don't want you.
Like, dude, what? I know. I that cracks me up. It's like Mark just like super supportive. It's just not fucking welcome here. This is a Discord.
Okay. I am supportive, but I am honest about it. And I'll be honest about these skateboard listings, which are coming up, because they started out like crazy hot. Everyone's like, "Oh, look at these Mothmen." Yeah, it seems the Mothmen are pretty hot, but it seems like everything else is kind of coming back down to earth a little bit. People are realizing I don't want a Bigfoot skateboard.
Hey, you know what?
I like Bigfoot Steven. I'm with the guy. I'm a fan of the Piazza Bird or the Jersey Devil. They're kind of saying like, "Uh-oh."
I'd rather the Flash doing a skateboard. We're just one of the holograms where it just moves real lenticular. Just there he goes. No, you're right, Mark. The and he took an offer on middleman. They're gonna have to start doing that. These prices are gonna start collapsing on these just because it's not that it's not cool. I think it's a neat idea. I didn't mind the idea of these. The price point I thought was a little high, man. What was the price point, guys, for the skateboard? Was it $100?
$100 something, yeah.
But you were going to have to pay additional shipping, I believe, for the skateboard itself. But I don't know for sure. I'm not 100% sure exactly how this is going to work. So I don't want to say, because I don't think it's fully.
I think that is what they said, though. That is what they said. Right, and again, I think it's a fine idea, and as these start to collapse, like I told everybody in the Discord, yeah, man, I'm gonna kind of pick one out. I certainly don't want that fucking Bigfoot. Like, I don't like that one. That scroll up.
I don't like the art. Well, I don't like comparatively picture-wise. I'd rather have I think the Metal Man of Alabama looks cooler. The Hodag. Well, this isn't the redeemable one, but
Sam Sinclair looks dope. I think Sam Sinclair's kind of a dope looking card. There's some cool looking cards. Really, there are. And Piazza Bird's not bad looking. I don't mind a lot of these. The Frogman, I think, is probably one of the cooler ones. I do not like Bigfoot. I will say that's the one I look and I say, I just don't like it. Click on the Bigfoot, Mark. Go ahead.
Is he giving thumbs up?
I don't know what's going on here.
This is the Bigfoot that had pecs. Yeah, there you go.
Working the pec deck, bro. Just they took it live, but they edited out the machine.
The Richard Nixon one. Or no, I don't know. Thumbs up. Not the peace sign. Never mind.
Not for me. Not for me. I don't like that one. That is not for me. Does he have a little beak there?
It does look like a little beak.
No, he's got a really big nose. No
dude,
mouth.
Looks like an owl. That's just. I don't know, man. That's not for me.
It looks like an owl.
That's a tough one.
It does look like. That's actually a good call, man. It looks kind of like Big Bird.
Yeah, Lounger. So 100 plus shipping for the box and shipping for the board. Are they going to charge you ship for the board? They charge $15 to ship the Wilderness eBay box. I can't imagine what the hell they charge you for a skateboard.
$70.
Infinite, I don't know, man.
I would guess about 20. Well, no, shit, no.
I don't trust your shipping. No, hey, look, they ship from the West Coast, honestly, and they can't use USPS because I think that's gonna be too big.
It's gonna have a little bit of weight to it. You got a estimate on shipping, Doug? You gonna guess?
No, honestly, if they charge actual shipping, they can't use USPS. I think that's too far a distance. They're on the west. They're out west, shipping it to everybody Midwest. It's too expensive. You'll probably see FedEx or UPS be used here, and I think you're okay. Like if you use UPS, FedEx, you can keep it sub 20 easy. Now, will they keep it sub 20? I don't know. Like I said, the fucking boxes, the little eBay box there for $20. I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of faith. I don't have faith in their shipping practices. I don't. So I don't know what it'll be. I don't. And whatever they end up being, they could surprise us all and have a great price on it. I don't know. I mean, maybe they're better at shipping larger items, which is possible for a lot of people too.
Yeah, and I think these boxes are selling nice. $200, you can kind of make a nice little profit. Just move on. Just gonna,
it's because you get the 2 cards. I think that's the thing. You get the redemption, and then you get the promo, and they both are selling. Hodag there. What is that? No code.
That's just the promo, but the best offer. So I don't know. I can't.
Let's say he took 50, and let's say the guy on the fucking say the guy with the Bigfoot took let's say he took 60 or 70. I mean, are you making a profit on that? Like, let's say those were your 2 pulls. I don't know. I don't feel like it.
It's a small, but a small profit for a larger investment. You know what I mean? That's what I'd want to make on an auto. Not something.
Absolutely.
Not something to put $100 in. So just something I don't know. And it's starting off hot. If you got it, I'd say rip it or sell the packs right away. I wouldn't. I don't know.
If it's something you're looking to hang on the wall, potentially, like I said, I would potentially look to hang one on the wall. I think it's kind of cool, kind of a cool idea. As these prices on board start to collapse, I'll be ready.
All these Mothman, people are trying to get crazy for it. I don't think anyone's gonna pay for this. I mean, a couple of them went off, but I mean.
Mark, I know a guy who got $4,500 for a PSA 10 Mothman.
Yeah, and wouldn't you rather get a Kickstarter or first edition Mothman compared to a Kickstarter? I mean, a skateboard. You know what I mean? I mean, here's a couple that have sold, which have been great. So I don't want to knock it. I mean,
yeah, I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. For them, congratulations. Great price. Congratulations on the sale. I think that's great.
Good for you.
But I don't know if these other ones are going to move. So we'll see. Maybe
does anybody feel like they're just doing so much so quickly, keeping things moving to keep hitting the same people for dough time after time after time, keeping them interested? Like when you see how their main set stuff prices just shoot down, these promos, these smaller little promo sets, they do okay on. It just comes down to their main sets. There's not enough people to keep the market stimulated, to keep people charging above MSRP. Everybody's dropping MSRP. Look, you keep finding wilderness boxes for way under MSRP if you want. It's an interesting thing that's happening to that market, where I feel like the same people are buying, but the same people don't want base set anymore. They don't want any of the base sets. They want these cool limited promos. It's interesting, guys. It's interesting. 109. I mean, Mark, on some websites, I saw some people listing at 103. They're probably going to lose their allotments.
They're going to get banned.
Those allotments you can't sell. Guess what?
You can UFO out of here. You know what I mean?
It is. I mean, that's the thing. It's interesting. It's an interesting turn. That's all I can say about it. It's an interesting turn. I don't know how it's going to turn out for the market overall, but people seem to want more limited things. And I think you're seeing first edition probably still being okay. I mean, it's not killing it like it was, but it's okay.
Yeah, and Unpro's saying you could find them for $90 a box, actually. $90 box, what you find it for. So that sounds more, well, I don't know, sounds more right.
So tell me, I mean, honestly, tell me about this market then. Let's look at it. It doesn't make sense. It's smaller stuff. It's literally like craft stuff is doing well. Big stuff is not for them. I think they have to keep pumping out these. Oh, hey, look, there's the Dragon for 19. I remember when those first came out, those were like $70.
Wasn't, yeah, right? Jeez.
What's an awful going for, Mark? Let's type in awful. MetaZoo Wilderness awful. Oh, 11?
Oh, $14.
7?
$7.50.
Oh no. Well.
Yeah, $10.
Now sort by highest, Mark. Now
how
sort
you
by the
make
highest.
your money back in a $100 box, right?
Mark, sort by the highest sold. So let's see how much people have lost in the.
Oh, do we want to? I don't. Oh no.
Well, that was a spoiler pack. That was signed. Okay, I got a BGS 9, and here we go. Let's keep going. Okay, so things are going well. You've lost a lot of money in a month. Okay, your month. It's been a tough month for you.
It's been a tough month. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, boy.
$90.
Wow. Oh man. Even if you're only losing $50, that's still $50. That's a lot of money on a
$50 on a $60 card.
In 30 days. Like, I haven't seen a card tank like that since somebody did something terrible in professional sports. I mean, this is not. Wow.
So when people ask us, like, why aren't you talking about wilderness stuff and wilderness drops, guys, like, it's like we don't want to lead you astray. Like, we're just not gonna.
Wow. Oh, their sets aren't. Their base sets are not. Anything in their base standard line is not enough.
Yeah.
There you go. Now here we're at. Oh, we're sub $10, Mark. We're sub $10 on those. Oh man! Wow, that's all. I love the awful puns. Let's do it. That jokes are where I make my money. So, but here's the thing. Okay, so let's talk about this, right? This is one of their main sets, right? One of their core sets, one of their best cards, one of their most popular cards from a core set, and it's doing terrible. I think if you're interested in MetaZoo, you believe in MetaZoo, it's not the worst idea in the world to try to buy some of this stuff cheap. It's not. It's not obviously be very profitable, but yeah, whatever. To the Green Man cards. That's a great question, Mark. Let's check out the Green Man. That's
all right. I'm gonna bounce, guys. Everyone, have a good rest of the show. See you guys. See you guys on Friday.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're gonna. You get rid of me. But no, here's the thing. So look at this. This is something to me. Like Cryptic Tanner, great. I'm glad Cryptic Tanner's here because I did want to kind of bring something up. Are you more interested in buying stuff like Wilderness in these other mainline sets? Or honestly, would your money be best spent looking at Cryptic? You know, would it be best spent looking at a sorcery? Pick a fucking Kickstarter you like. I don't care. But do you think your money's best spent there than like a midline MetaZoo set that the prices keep collapsing on? Now, obviously, if you're into long-term holds, maybe make the risk. Maybe spend $90 and see if Wilderness MetaZoo comes back. It might. 5 years down the line. Oh, that's smart. Tanner says every box of Cryptic you buy, Mark, adds 10 to your bench. You're going to be... Mark, wait a minute. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted. I can see my thing moving. Hey, here's the thing, though, gang. So, like, we talk about this, right? Mark said, look, would you rather... Is he going to be mad at you if you're buying a card that was above $70 for sub 10 now? No, that's fine. That's a fine investment. But if we're talking like where the bulk of your money's going, it wouldn't hurt you to look at these Kickstarters and be like, why don't I get in at the beginning of the line here with some of these? Because you can see what happened with MetaZoo if you're not at the front of the line and you're kind of down the line a little bit. There's not a lot of money to be made on these midline sets yet, and the prices keep going down, so you can be patient and cherry pick. With things like Cryptic, things like Sorcery, I don't know, what's Nostalgics if you want, Grand Archive if you want, whatever all that other stuff is. You could pick one and get into it and kind of find something else to get into while you're waiting for MetaZoo to sort itself out. You can still hold your MetaZoo cards because there's no sense in selling so low. But you can get into these other things and kind of say, all right, let's see if I can make some money or if I just find something I like better and want to start collecting. Like, for my money, I'm more into the art of a Cryptic and of a Sorcery than I am of the art some of these MetaZoo things. Like, I do like the cartoony feel of these things, but Mark, I have Pokemon. I got Digimon. I got some of that cartoony stuff. And for me, I'm always more drawn to the more mature stuff that is like Magic the Gathering, that's like Sorcery, that's like Cryptic. I think there is now a choice for people, and we're going to see. It's going to be interesting when they all launch. Like, are people going to gravitate towards those more?
And I would say it's human nature to be loyal and be a fan of something that you've done well on, that you made a lot of money on. And I used to talk about this a lot earlier, back in September and October, because I just recently sold that Mothman and stuff where, you know, I needed Doug and Matt to kind of pull me along out of this Nightfall set. I made so much money. No, I'm going to sacrilege stuff. They're going to kill me here. But it's just these things. I was just like, this is going to be the craziest shit. Like, are you kidding me? And they're like, yo, chill out, man. It's just because you made, let me pull you out of this fandom here and get you kind of onto the next thing. And I think that's a good thing about our show is like, we're going to pull you along out of this fandom, out of this kind of, you can still hold on to your MetaZoo set and just chill with it. You know, it might come back later. You can buy some smaller stuff on eBay, but it doesn't mean you can't buy other TCGs, other things that compete with MetaZoo and still make money on it and still be fine. Like, you're not beholden to that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to help their bottom line that way. Like, you know.
And here's the thing. Like Lounger said, he focused on Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, MetaZoo, Sorcery. Funko NFTs are all of his focuses. All right. So say he's focusing on that. He tried out Hot Wheels. That's the thing, though. If you have multiple focuses, you can walk away from something for a minute and still have a very busy schedule, a very fun buying schedule for yourself with things going on. That's the point we're making, is don't necessarily let yourself become beholden to something because you're in love with it. That's fine to be a collector. If we're talking about investing and making a little money, falling in love's not the answer. Don't do that. Don't fall in love. It costs you more money in the long run. So just like you were talking about, Mark, with Nightfall, we had to pull you out of it. It's going to be the same thing here. It's the same thing. And Tanner, if the game's being played, right? Tanner, that's a great point too. Will these games catch on with the people? That's what the main thing's going to end up being. There have been people who maybe don't like MetaZoo's gameplay. I've heard that. That's fine. A little simplistic. There have been people who've seen Sorcerer's gameplay and don't like the way the board's set up. Very fair. Tanner with Cryptic, I mean, I guess I haven't really heard anybody say
if you watched when we opened up the Riddle box, I was kind of explaining to people, because I learned how to play, and I was kind of explaining to people just the basics from the cards. Even though you can't read this, here's what these numbers mean. Here's the basic how to play. But it's a little early. People don't have cards. But go ahead, Doug. Continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, no, Tanner's making a great point about, like, look at Flesh and Blood. Like, the investors aren't into it, right? The players do like it still. So if they're able to carry the game along, eventually the investment's going to come back because the game's going to keep surviving. Snake's head cut off, it didn't die, so whatever. That's the thing you have to look at. There has to be this kind of friendship, right? We all got to work together. Like, investors and game players both need to be involved in something for it to be valuable. With MetaZoo, it seems to me right now there were a ton of investors. They're pulling out. Game players, will see when these tournaments start popping off how big it's going to be. I think the players are going to be fine. There's going to be a fine player base, but it's going to be in a lull period where you're like, well, it's not for us to invest money in. It's just not there. There are going to be other things that are going to get investors money. It's just one of those things. Now, Mike's sending out one of these promo sets every few weeks. I keep people interested because people do seem to be responding to these. But I think overall health of the game, it's curious. And this is all going to be very curious. But Mark, stick and move. Stick and move. That's my point. Stick and move. There's new stuff coming out. Get ready. Look, the Kickstarter for Cryptic's still up. If you're like, man, how do I get involved in any of these things? I think, the Cryptic Kickstarter's still there. And like we talked about, this is, for this cycle, probably going to end up being one of the last, probably the last TCG I'm going to kickstart, unless something crazy blows me out of the water. But I haven't seen anything.
No, I haven't
so I'm going to see how this cycle plays out. Yeah, so Cryptic, Mark, is going to be the last one of this cycle. We're going to see what ends up happening.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of like they're all going to, obviously kind of come out like back to back to back to back. So it might be a kind of saturated again. We might have the cycle all over again, but just kind of, talking about where to spend your best dollar, something that's you're already seeing going down, you're expecting it to come back up. Why not something fresh? Why not something that hasn't gone down yet? Why not something that, see what's going to happen instead of something that you're going to fight? You're fighting against, you're not believing your lying eyes, I guess. Like you can see it in front of you. Like the prices are going down. Like, what are you going to do about it? Maybe just hold and come back later. Don't be afraid.
I mean, you are fighting the coming storm here. You're feeling like, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, Mark, you're right. You're trying to hold the line on MetaZoo and pump and pump and pump. All these people are pumping. The truth is the numbers aren't there. That's fine. That doesn't mean the game's dead. The game's probably fine. It's just that for me, my money, I'm not buying any new stuff. I'm not doing that. I do have tops coming, believe it or not, Mark. I have no idea when.
I have tops coming too. But with this cheaper stuff, it should get into more players' hands, and that's what they're thinking to grow it that way. I think it's kind of a normal part of the cycle, so it's nothing to really get.
Well, and let me say this: investing. There are ways people can invest in MetaZoo still. That might be like, look, might be buying graded cards. You might be getting into that, saying, all right, let me buy some of these cards that are mint, gem mint, whatever, perfect, BGS Black Label, whatever you end up wanting to buy. You could be getting into that, saying, I'm going to buy these now and hold. And that's kind of an interesting way to invest and say, pre-graded, sit it in a box. That's what you want to invest in. There's a market for those. Those exist. So it's not like all the markets are dead, and they're not all going to be dead for all these, trading card games, especially the ones that can get graded. I think that gives them second life, like nostalgic as soon as they out of the box CGC. Like Cryptic said, a lot of his, like when his stuff comes out, a lot of it's going to be able to be graded. It's going to be interesting. See what legs these end up giving them. Is there going to be a 3 to 4 month after it comes out storm then of graded cards hitting with the bulk, where it's going to be a bigger secondary market? People who are buying to hold, people are selling to make a quick profit. It's going to be interesting to see how healthy everything becomes. And I do think there are markets for these still. I really do.
I agree. People are going to have to tune in, Doug, throughout the year to keep up with this sort of stuff. I mean, there's going to be a lot going on. So this is kind of,
you literally have to keep up.
It's going to be fun. And with all these updates and stuff, I know Cryptic's got a lot of updates with the artists and things like that. So I know we're talking about grading and stuff. You're going to see autograph grades. You're going to see all of that. You got all the MetaZoo stuff in PSA. You're going to see those autograph cards.
You're
going to see all these things kind of happen with all of these different artists and things, because it seems like they're going to be competing over artists too. So,
well, Mark, the same thing can be said for the Funko market. I mean, I know we're getting ready to get out of here. I'm just kind of giving everybody a closing. Like, look, man, the Funko market, you get PSA graded as well with autographs. Those slabbed up people like. Mark, go to just do a PSA Funko real quick. So you see how important slabbing things is, not just in trading cards. I mean, it also is going to end up being important in Funko. Getting these things slabbed important, and you can see there is a bump for everybody. Let's find what's slabbed. There you go. How about that Demon Slayer autograph for $149? I don't even know who know that. I'm not familiar with those, but you see these. Mark, go up. Keep going up. There's the guy 2-1 with auction. Oh, stop right there. So it says the Goku. So again, we're talking Dragon Ball stuff. We're talking about getting something slabbed that's adding value to it. That's what's happening. That's what these trading card games need to get into as well, is realize that while Funkos do great on their own, Funkos do great secondary market, people are always looking to add value to something, even to Funkos. So, Mark, I think this is something to really pay attention to, is seeing these graded cards, seeing these trading card games, seeing Funko, seeing everybody try to find a way to add value to their stuff, to let buyers add value to their stuff by sending them out to get graded, by having, wherever you go to different cons, to let these cards get autographed and slabbed. Yeah. This is all very important. So keep that in mind with every trading card game. Yeah. You're not just looking at the base value of something. There's a way for you to add value to it. And if there is a way to add value to it, I should say, if cards you're seeing or Funkos you're seeing, things you're seeing getting a pop by being slabbed, it's important, because, like, look at that. Suzuki right there. 40.
Absolutely. And Doug, like, grading's a way to, you're kind of flexing on it. You're saying, hey, this is an authentic autograph. This is a perfect 10 card. You're showing off, kind of like.
Look, go to Solds, Mark. Go to Solds here. You'll see. It's interesting to make a note that these getting slabbed, and it's $25 to slab it. So that it does cost you $25 to slab it. Some of the Manny Pacquiao. I mean, look, you add value to these things on top of that. So it's just something to make note of, and it's important for people in every type of collecting, investing. You want to be able to add value. So it's cool, like we're getting back to, so come all the way back to full circle. Cool that these artists are obviously getting named by Tanner, and like Tanner said, he's going to make it so their autographs can be authenticated when they come out. So it's awesome, man. I think it's awesome.
No,
Mark, so I do want to make a point. Like, Mark, you have that one right there. So Funko Pop 996. So that's PSA authenticated, right? But it's not slabbed. Slabbing definitely adds value to things. It just does. It's a weird.
I was just gonna say the cases don't look bad on the PSA. Like, it looks kind of cool. I don't mind it.
They'll be cool stacked.
They kind of can, you can put it on the shelf right next to the other one. You'll be good to go.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Will we go into Crypticon next year? I don't know. CryptoCon in Miami? CryptoCon in Miami? Oh, I doubt I'll go to CryptoCon. But maybe. But CrypticCon in Lexington, possibly. We'll see.
So, Tanner's comment's a really important one here, too. He said sample cards to CGC, BGS, PSA yesterday, and he should have slabbed cryptic cards to show off during the campaign. It's so important. It is. Absolutely, Tanner. That's a fantastic thing. Thinking it's nice to have somebody running a card game, right? A collectible card game, trading card game, whatever you want to do, that is thinking 2 steps ahead, not just for the players, but for people who maybe want to collect these cards or people want to invest in these cards. Like, look, there's a way for you to add value. It's super important. And look what it's doing for Funkos. I mean, it's giving life to, like, there's a bazillion Funkos out there. So it's giving life to some of these Funkos and getting a great way to collect it. I mean, it's really cool, man.
Yeah. Bert was in Miami during CryptoCon. I was disappointed. No, you want to go to Miami during the the F1 race. That's where it's at.
Mark, man.
That's
hey, you keep up at F1 enough. Maybe McLaren's gonna send us.
Where in the world is Dave? Dave hit me up. He's in Seattle. He's like, Dave actually. Can I tell you what Dave asked me? He asked me. He's like, hey, doesn't someone who watch a show like have like a Bigfoot museum? Like, I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, because he was like out in Seattle, thinking he was gonna. I don't know, thinking it was out in Seattle.
He thought he was in North Carolina.
And I sent him like a picture of the sticker, and it says, Littleton, North Carolina. So he's like, oh, I thought it was in Seattle. So my question to you is, why am I being asked this out of nowhere? Was Dave going squatching in Seattle? Like, that's, like, I don't know. Like, where in the world is Dave?
Dude, that's such a Dave thing. Spookula. Are we going to Spookula? Mark, what is Spookula?
It's an anime convention or cosplay convention.
Is it really?
Is that what it is? Am I making stuff up?
Oh, look it up, man.
Spookla.
Spookala, Mark. Spookala. Spookala. There it is. Okay. Who we got here? Who's
no, I don't know what this is. Maybe I'm just a lie. I don't know what this is. No, this is not the anime convention. I think Spook gave it away.
Will you click on guests, Mark? Let's see who the guests are, who they got, who we got popping by. Taylor. Okay.
Malachi Black from AEW and Dan. Oh, MetaZoo. Okay.
Okay. Keep going, man.
Cancellations.
What?
Yeah, I was not planning on it.
In Ocala, Florida, though, man. Hey, warm out there, though.
No. Spooky. I don't know. I thought there was an anime convention they were going to. Maybe I'm just wrong.
Hey,
but you guys are going. But MetaZoo going. You guys and Akora are going. Oh, other people are going here. I don't know anything about this, so I'd have to take a look. Do a little more research. But kind of cool.
I'll let you guys know when we start doing a Paracon again. Yeah, man. Screw it.
Absolutely.
Cool. We'll pop out. Why not?
Cool.
Carolina. It's an easy drive. Carolina doesn't sound like a terrible drive from us, actually. I'm not a big flyer. I enjoy road trips.
Oh, I don't mind either. Just, once the flight gets over like 4 hours, that's when I get a little restless. It's like, fuck this, dude.
I used to fly out to California often, and I have to be honest, that was a long fucking day.
See, because that's about a 4 or 5 hour flight. That's where I start getting a little restless at the end.
Six, Mark.
See, there you go. It's restless at the end. You're like, fuck this. But that's Mark's flying. There you go. But Miami, perfect. Florida, something like that. Miami's a little bit longer, but whatever. Florida, not so bad. No big deal.
No, it's not. I mean, that's
but I like road trips too, Doug. I'm with you. Road trips are a lot of fun. Road trip to Lexington for the CrypticCon. That was a lot of fun.
Let's go. You did it, man. You lived your life. It was awesome.
All right, Doug. Anything else you want to bring up? Anything else going on? Anything else want to?
But hey, look, no. Everybody got their Funko Soda Pops. Hopefully, you guys got some good ones. For those of you who pre-ordered or got your Loungefly Disney purses, those came out today. And again, they announced they're not doing pre-orders, so a lot of people got their orders canceled. I was wondering why. It's because they aren't doing pre-orders. They're not doing back orders. They're just canceling. So they have to have it in stock now. It's going to be curious what happens to the price of those if you got any of them. The one I pointed out is still going for $200 or more. So look, a lot of fun value there. A lot of good stuff. If you're interested, stay tuned. Check out our Discord. Mark, I got nothing else. I'm just chilling.
No, all right, sounds good. All right, Steven, we're in, dude. Sounds good. We'll count it, dude. We're Doug. We're gonna be hooked up at the can take care of it, some sort of con. But there you go. We're in, dude. The Paracon. Yeah, Doug. Yeah, that's about all I got, guys. We'll just keep an eye out for more drops. We were gonna talk to Power Wagon. We'll talk about that Friday, and we'll shoot shit. See what's going on.
Sold out, whatever.
But Doug, as we always say to end the show is pull the big one. All right, peace, guys. Have a great week. We will see you Friday, 4 o'clock hangout show. Peace.